Oh, what's good, YouTube? What's good, YouTube? We back for another one, and yes, this is going to be a double upload for the day, bro. I can't even talk. But for the day, bro, I just want to go and I want to give you guys as much value as possible, bro. Because I feel like I haven't been giving as much value as possible recently because I had posted the Corvette video like a week and a half ago, and then from there, like, I think I posted another video which was a course video, like a free course for you guys. But other than that, like, I just want to give you guys as much value as possible. So that's why I talk about this all the time, bro. I'm nobody special, bro. I'm not no crazy guru. Like, as you can see, bro, I'm in my fucking room, bro. I'm just a nigga who does this business model actually get results, and I want to give you guys as much free value as possible. In this video, we're basically going to be going over the winning products, like the exact criteria for AI. The two type of winning products for AI for you to make a lot of money using AI in organic dropshipping. So just like the product criteria that you should be following for specifically for AI organic dropshipping. Because obviously we have the regular organic dropshipping criteria, but this is specifically for AI. So AI products, how to find products and winning products for AI in organic dropshipping, the exact criteria, the mindset I have when I'm looking for these products. And we're also going to do a little bit of burner scrolling as well, giving you guys my mindset and what I think about products and like in general, like a quick maybe like 15 to 20 minute burner scrolling. So this video is gonna have hella value for you guys. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, but for real. So with the two criteria when it comes to like AI organic, so there's regular organic dropshipping, which I had made a whole video where you can go look at when it comes to the regular criteria of organic dropshipping. But then there's AI organic dropshipping, which is the same as organic, but it's a little different on the type of products you can actually run. Because of AI, you can run products that you weren't able to run beforehand and actually go crazy viral and make a shit ton of money because the criteria has changed a little bit. So that's what we're going to be going over, and this is literally the only video you're going to need. So first things first, bro, when it comes to like product criteria or product selection, the first thing you need to understand, there's two type of winning AI organic dropshipping products, right? There's health products, problem solving products, and then there's emotional high converting products, right? So it kind of goes into like the original organic dropshipping where there's high converting products and there's super viral products, but instead of it's super emotional type winning products, and then there's or not even emotional, yeah, really just emotional type winning products with AI, and then there's the health products, problem solving products that go hella viral, okay? And then this is mainly for AI, so we're not gonna go over, but there's also regular super viral products. But so when it comes to like super high converting products, when it comes to AI, they all have, the biggest thing you guys need to understand is patterns, bro. Okay, so you guys need to understand patterns, bro. If you want to make a lot of money, and the most people who make a lot of money in organic, they all understand patterns, bro. Each criteria has a specific set of patterns that show if the product's going to print a lot of money, bro. They always do. So you guys need to start understanding patterns. I cannot emphasize this enough. It's one of the most important things. Every single product, AI product, that's made a lot of money, all have a same pattern, bro. It's one of the most important things, bro. Once you start identifying the patterns, you start making a lot of money. Now, when it comes to super emotional, let's go straight to the emotional. So I have two examples I'm going to show you guys, like, and just kind of go over it. So when it comes to the emotional type of winning products, bro, these are products typically that they lack a little bit of like high use case, right? So a lot of these products are just basic use case type products, bro. They're products that, like, you know, you can use in everyday life, and yes, they're reoccurring, but they're not super high use case. Like, you don't need it. You know what I'm saying? So the great example is a great example of a product that you don't need is resin lamps, right? So I'll put a video on the screen of like a resin lamp that printed over 100K. This video should be coming up after my other videos, so I already leaked the product. It's the MJ resin lamps. I made a shit ton of money with this product. So resin lamps, right? What are resin lamps, right? Resin lamps resin lamps, etc. They're just lamps. They're just custom lamps. But the reason why they work really good is because one, each lamp is in its own super passionate niche, super passionate audience, bro. Does that make sense? It's in a super passionate niche down audience. This goes back into my other videos where I talk about high converting, right? So these products are higher converting because all higher converting products are always niche down. Every single extremely high converting product, they're always niche down. I'm talking about the 10K per mil products, the 15K per mil products. All these products are niche down audiences. They're not broad, okay? They're niche down audiences. So because they're niche down audiences, they're way more passionate. Now, they don't go as viral as the health solving problem solving products, but they are super niche down. Every single high converting product that converts higher than 5 to 10K per mil is niche down, bro. Damn near, unless you're doing like some type of Down syndrome shit. You know what I'm saying? So The first thing is they're extremely niche down. The second thing is they have, like, for a resin lamp, is it has an actual good wow factor, bro. It is one of the most important things that you need to understand, especially in organic, especially with these AI emotional type products. The products that print a lot of money are products that actually have a real wow factor, bro. I'm trying to tell you, like, now, don't get me wrong, there is some like special cases which I'm gonna talk about in this video, but in general, like, they all have an actual wow factor, bro. Now, can you use AI to emphasize the wow factor even more? Yes, but they have a wow factor. And again, I'm gonna go into that example. Now, resin lamps were already going viral originally on the market, bro. It came down to proof of concept. All somebody did was they seen a resin lamp, they seen that it was already going viral naturally, just showing the product, and because it was proof of concept, it goes back into proof of concept. What is proof of concept? Okay, proof of concept is basically when you go and you basically, proof of concept basically is when you go and you're able to like it's proven that it's already proven it'll work. So a great example is, like I said, resin lamps. The Michael Jackson resin lamps printed. So that somebody, like, Lord of the Rings is another great example of a Lord of the Rings resin lamps printed as well. So Michael Jackson resin lamps printed. So all somebody did was they took it to a new niche and did, let's say, Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed is another resin lamp that printed a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So Michael Jackson did good. So I said, okay, bet. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this proven winning product and I'm gonna take it to a niche that makes sense for the product that's already in a proven winning niche. So that's what proof of concept is. Proof of concept is basically when you're going and you basically see something that's already proven to work and you're implementing it for what you're doing. So resin lamps already had proof of concept because they were naturally going viral just showing the product. You know what I'm saying? They were naturally going viral just showing the product. So all somebody did was they went and they took that, right, already going viral product, and they threw AI handmade on it, okay? So what does this do? A resin lamp by itself, if you were just to show it, it's probably 1K per mil, 1.5, 2K per mil. But because you throw AI emotional on the product, it allows you to convert 8, 10K per mil. But the Lord of the Rings like 8K per mil. The Michael Jackson shit was like fucking 8K per mil. Reason being is because of the fact that you're taking a already super niche down product and you're marketing it as handmade AI emotional. Okay, so what does that mean? When you market something as handmade, what it does is it boosts the perceived value of the product. I talk about this in all my videos because one of the most important things, because you need to understand why products make money, which I'm going to go into another product again. When you market something as handmade, it immediately makes it have a super higher perceived value. So if a great example is, give me one sec. A great example is this, right? Oh fuck, I don't have my hat. So let's say I have a hat, right? And with the hat, I'm wearing a hat, a regular hat, and I just showed the product off with no like storyline or anything like that. It's going to probably convert 1K per mil, 1.5K per mil. Reason being is because it doesn't actually have a super high recurring use. Like, you don't need this product. It doesn't solve a high problem that has a high recurring use case. But it does have a use case. So it's a hat, something that you can wear. You know, guys like it, so it converts like probably like 1.5K per mil around there. Again, it has a use case, but it doesn't have a use case that is actually needed. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you don't need this product. Like, it doesn't help you in any way, day or life. It just makes it to where you have a hat. It's something that you like. It's in a passionate audience. It has a decent wow factor. So it's 1K per mil. But when you market as handmade and you go and you say, I hand make this hat, okay, I hand make this hat by myself and it takes me 300 hours plus to actually hand make this product, it boosts the perceived value of the product. So the customers are looking at it like, holy shit, this product you could sell, which you would really only be able to sell for $30, $40, you could sell it now for $80, $90, because when you market something as handmade, it allows it to convert way higher. Okay, so these products, all these AI emotional products, all of them already have a good wow factor. At least the ones that print a shit ton. They all have a good wow factor, especially when you market them as handmade. Because you can take a decent wow factor and you can actually make it insanely high because you're marketing it as handmade, bro. So one of the most important things that you need to understand is that, especially with these AI emotional products, if you're trying to print, make sure the product has a wow factor before you take it to emotional. Resin lamps, like what I just talked about, these products already had an emotional. They already had they were already emotional Oh no, I can't talk. These products already had a wow factor. They were proven to go viral just showing the product. If a product is proven to go viral just showing it off, if you can market it as handmade, it's going to give it extremely high wow factor, way higher than what it is. So if it's going 1,000,000 views, you can do fucking 10 million views because the perceived value of the product goes up extremely, and this goes into the per mil. A lot of these AI emotional products, right? They're all, again, super niche down. They're all, at least the super high converting ones are super niche down, but they have a decent wow factor. All the ones that print a shit ton of money, except the special case we're gonna get to, they actually have a wow factor. So make sure, especially when you market it as handmade, it has a wow factor. Now, how can you, a great example of a wow factor, right? The reason why resin lamps had a crazy wow factor is because they actually look custom. When you look at the custom resin lamps, bro, they literally look like a custom made product. It doesn't look like you can just find in anywhere, bro. When you market it as handmade, it looks like somebody actually could have made that by themselves. And because of that fact, what does that mean? That means that the wow factor is crazy, because when you first see this on your burner, somebody or some on your feed, you're scrolling and you see somebody who's fucking marketing themselves as somebody who hand makes resin lamps, it immediately gives you like, holy shit, because the design itself looks crazy. It's same thing with clothing, right? With clothing brands, what's the biggest thing? With clothing brands, the one thing you need to understand is that clothing brands, right? The reason why a small percentage of people who are in clothing brands, from my knowledge, actually make a lot of money is because the design of the clothing has to have a crazy wow factor to actually make a lot of money. Clothing themselves don't usually go viral unless they have a crazy wow factor. What is a great example of a super crazy wow factor clothing? The Epstein clothing. If anybody who's in organic like 2-3 months ago knows about this product. This product did over 150, 200K, and reason being is because it went extremely viral. Why? Because the product was trending, because the Epstein files had came out, okay, and it has a crazy wow factor because it's custom made specifically for the Epstein file themed. You know what I'm saying? So it has an insane wow factor. Okay, so that is what I mean. And when you throw handmade on it, it immediately had, not that, but like a product just like that, it immediately has an extremely high perceived value and wow factor. You know what I'm saying? Because now it looks custom. It literally looks like a custom made product. You know what I'm saying? So all these products typically have an extremely high not extremely high, super niche down. They're always extremely niche down, and on top of that, they have a real custom wow factor to them, like the resin lamps, and then they have a use case. The lamps are still something that you can use on a reoccurring basis, and then also not only that, but on top of it being able to be used on a reoccurring basis, you can also go and you can hold it as decor, so like a trophy or decor, which MJ people, they love MJ, so they would love MJ decor. So it has an actually use and reoccurring use because it's a lamp, so you can use it as a light. On top of it, it has an emotional connection to it because it's MJ, and then also it's decor, so it's like a trophy. You know what I mean? Before we get into the second one is the special cases. So these special cases are basically products that have no wow factor, but they go hella viral. So I have one great example, and that's the crochet bags. Let's talk about the crochet bags. The one thing, again, you need to understand why products make money to be able to replicate it. If you cannot understand why a product makes money, you cannot replicate it, because it all comes down to understanding. Bro, repetition and being able to do it repetitively is understanding the formula that allows you to do it repetitively, okay? So, why did the crochet bag make a shit ton of money? Shit, nigga made like 60, 50K or some shit, right? Plus, maybe 100, right? It converted to 4K per month. Reason being is because of the angle. The Down syndrome angle, when you market a product as having Down syndrome, it immediately gives it a crazy wow factor, right? Well, two things. One, crochet products are already proven to go viral. If you look up crochet on TikTok, you'll literally see a shit ton of people who have gone viral doing crochet, okay? So crochet is already proven to go viral. So because crochet is already proven to go viral, proof of concept, boom, that's one. So crochet is already proven to go viral. A crochet handbag, okay, a crochet bag has what? A use case. So now it actually has somewhat of a use case. But Anthony, I thought it has to be a niche down audience. Bro, when the angle is Down syndrome, it completely negates all that. It doesn't matter if it's niche down. But that's why it doesn't convert 10K per mil, it converts 4K per mil. Reason being is because of the fact that it's not it's not niche down to where people are passionate about it, but people are buying because it has a good use case. And then on top of that, they feel bad for the person, because when you market yourself as somebody who has Down syndrome and you hand make crochet bags, people are like, oh, that's so cute. And they're not fiending to buy it because it's not niche down. They don't care about the product itself, but they care about the person, and it actually has a good use case. And that's why it made 4K per mil. The angle pulls out the emotion, okay, to where people now want to buy it. Now, do they want to buy it as high as a Michael Jackson resident, but why convert 8K per mil? No, but the angle itself pulls out an emotion that makes people want to buy it, to where people are a little bit passionate about it because it's Down syndrome. They feel bad for the person. And then on top of that, it has a reoccurring use case. It's a bag. So it has a reoccurring use case, and it has somewhat of a passionate audience because people feel bad for you. And that's why it does hella good. And yes, this goes into the wow factor. The wow factor is crochet already is proven to do good, and the Down syndrome makes it have a crazy wow factor, because now it's like a Down syndrome person who hand makes crochet bags. That has a wow factor because Down syndrome itself is an angle that gives any product a wow factor. When you do Down syndrome with a product that you say you hand make, and the product itself actually makes sense for your avatar to make, it gives it a crazy wow factor that allows you to go viral. Okay, because one thing you guys need to understand is that when you do Down syndrome, it gives it a wow factor, and when it gives it a wow factor, it allows you to go crazy viral. Okay, so I just wanted to emphasize that, because there's special cases like this where a product doesn't really need to have a crazy wow factor because the angle itself carries. See what I'm saying? The second type of winning product, okay, is the problem-solving health product. Now, these are products that don't convert high. These products do not convert high. I'm telling you right now, these products do not convert that high. I have two examples I'm gonna talk about actually in this video. So first things first is these products. Well, let me talk about the criteria. These problem-solving AI products, like the health products that you see, these products, they go viral because they're products that actually solve an actual real insecurity. They actually solve a real life problem, okay? So they solve a real problem-solving issue, an insecurity. And the key is, beforehand, these products never really had a crazy wow factor, right? But when you use AI to emphasize the insecurity, that is how you're able to go crazy viral, bro. And I'm gonna show a couple examples, but so the key factor for all these problem-solving health products, the winning products, is the number one thing you need to understand is that you need to be able to do millions of views to actually hit these 30, 40, 50K months, okay? Because they are lower converting products, bro. Most of these products are lower converting, bro. So again, all these products, they have two things. They're in a broad audience. Is the number one thing, is that they're in a broader audience. They're not in a niche down audience like these AI emotional high converting products. They're in a broader audiences. They're in audiences that basically they're not passionate. They're not super passionate and niche down. They're broader. They have a huge market share, which allows a lot of people to actually make a lot of money because of the fact that 6 people can come in and make 50K plus, because the market share is so big to where multiple people can do fucking 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 million views, okay? So like the health niche is not a passion niche. These niches, the health niche is too broad to be able to convert 10K per mil, but it's big enough to where if you run a product in the health niche, you're able to go fucking 50 million views because it's a super big niche. Does that make sense? So these health products are in broader audiences, okay? Now, these health products don't have a crazy wow factor on their own. They do not have an insane wow factor, okay? That is one of the biggest things you need to understand. These products themselves are super simple, plain products. They're not like a regular organic dropshipping products. They're products that are super simple and they just solve a problem, right? So the biggest way to know if a product's going to print a lot of money with the health product is that if it actually solves a huge insecurity that is able to go crazy viral. The bigger the insecurity, is the more viral you can go because you can emphasize that, okay? So I'm gonna show a couple examples, but again, these products are typically they don't have a crazy wow factor. They're typically super plain products on their own, but they solve a huge issue, okay? First product I want to talk about is the red light therapy hat, right? So this is a product that on its own won't go hella viral, because one, the marketing is going to be so trash, because if you market it yourself, like, you're not able to emphasize it. You can't show like one clip of you bald, another clip of you not bald. Like, it would take fucking 10 months, okay? So the key is with AI, you're able to emphasize the issue. And when you emphasize the issue and the issue that's like the insecurity, it then gives the product a wow factor. Emphasizing an insecurity gives a product a wow factor, right? Because now the problem is the wow factor. If that, I'm going to this. So with the red light therapy hat, it's a product that basically lets you go. If you're bald, it allows you to basically go and not have hair again, right? That itself has a crazy wow factor. But the issue was with regular organic is that you can't emphasize that. It's damn near impossible to be able to emphasize that product. And also, I'm like 90% sure the shit actually doesn't work, bro. I'm like 90% sure. That chargeback rate is probably insane. I'm gonna keep it a buck, right? But that's another thing. Like I said, the product probably doesn't work. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Or at least it doesn't work the way it's marketed. You know what I mean? But in general, like I said, these products, they solve a huge problem that you're able to emphasize with the marketing, okay? That is the key. You're able to actually emphasize these plain products because the insecurity itself is a wow factor. The problem-solving insecurity is the wow factor that you're able to go 50 million views with. The red light therapy, right? So it's a product that you go and you're able to, like I said, you're able to go from, you're able to go from not being bald to not being bald, literally, or having no hair to having hair. If you look up top 10 biggest insecurities, that is one, or top 15 biggest insecurities for men, that is one of the biggest insecurities that a lot of men have, bro. A lot of men, like, they're bald. Niggas don't like being bald, especially when you're 20, 23, 24, 25. You don't have money to go to Turkey. Niggas do not like being bald. It is one of the top 15 biggest insecurities that men have. And because of this fact, it has an insecurity that's big enough to be able to go, like, when you solve a problem like this, it's able to go 50 million views because the insecurity itself is a big, like, it's like, holy shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's like, holy shit, I'm able to have hair again. The wow factor is the insecurity, and AI allows you to emphasize that. That's how you know if these products are going to print. If the product cannot do 10 million views, 20 million views, 8 million views, it is not worth running, because these products do not convert that high. It's just like super viral products, bro. If you want to be able to run these products, you need to be able to go hella viral, bro. That's something super. And also, these products always target India, bro. 90% of these fucking products are always hitting India. They always have bad targeting. But the reason why people keep running them is because when you're able to do 50 million views, 80% of the time, if you have 30% fucking targeting India, it doesn't matter because you're going so viral, you're still going to make hella money. You know what I'm saying? So these products always need to go hella viral. How do you know if a product's able to go hella viral? Two things. One, if you're bringing it to the market, it needs to solve an insecurity or issue that is a big enough problem that people actually care about enough to go hella viral. So when you solve the problem, it actually goes hella viral. That's like if I came to you. That's like if I came to you and I told you I'm able to solve world hunger. Nigga, that problem is such a big issue to where if I show you the solution, it's gonna have a crazy wow factor, and that's the key factor. And I'm gonna show you a video right now of the red light therapy. In this video, you see he's emphasizing using AI, the wow factor. He's showing them day 1, day 50, and day 200 or whatever it is. That emphasizes the wow factor because you're watching him go from bald to not bald and having hair, nice hair, like immediate, like right then and there in your face. The issue itself is such a big issue that it has a wow factor, okay? I really hope this like shows, all right? Like the issue itself is such a big issue that it has a wow factor, and the issue itself is such a big issue to where it does. The nigga did like 20 million views, 30, 40, 50, 60 million views, bro. That is why it printed. But again, these products are really only worth running if you find a product that fucking can do millions of views. Because if you can't do 10 million views plus, you're probably not gonna print because the per mil is hella low. And these products always target India, bro. Always target India from my experience, bro. I swear to God, bro, I haven't test ordered a health product that has not had bad targeting, bro, or has not converted higher than 1.5K per mil max. You know what I'm saying? At least from my personal experience. You feel what I'm saying? So again, for these products, there are products that need to solve an insecurity, right? And you can emphasize this insecurity by going in. You can emphasize this insecurity by going and using AI. Like the problem versus the solution. With the problem versus solution, the problem, you could show like a clip of a dude who, he's wearing a hat, the hat gets pulled off, and boom, he's bald. And everybody looks there shocked. Like, that is emphasizing a problem. That visual hook is a crazy, wild visual hook, which I actually came up with that visual hook myself and I brought it to the market. Because I did run the product, but again, I targeted India. I actually showed a clip. I'll show the clip of the visual hook I brought to the market. What I did was I based this is like a couple months ago. I'm nowhere near as good as I was good with AI now than I was then. But still, I basically went and I basically what's what I'm looking for? Oh yeah, this visual hook right here. I went and I was like, okay, bet. So I want to emphasize a problem. I basically showed a clip of a guy eating, his hat getting pulled off, and then the waiter looking disgusted, and everybody around like, oh my god. And that's what I mean. Like, that emphasizes the problem because it has a crazy wow factor. Because I'm basically emphasizing a fear that men have who are bald, who wear hats, and are insecure about their like. I'm basically taking the insecurity and giving a visual representation and then giving the solution. The second example, which this doesn't solve a big insecurity, but this is them emphasizing the problem solving aspect of it into the visual hook, which allowed them to go hella around, make a lot of money, which I talk about a lot, is the ear cleaner. So I'll talk about the ear cleaner, right? The ear cleaner went hella viral because the visual hook. That's it. If you didn't use that visual hook, it didn't go hella viral because you show a clip of a nigga having something in his ear and then it getting filled up at the bottom. Like, that is a viral visual hook, okay? And that is one reason why the product made a lot of money, because it itself had a crazy nasty visual hook. But that's another reason why it didn't convert that high, because the visual hook was a turnoff. Like, that's just disgusting. So people were commenting about how disgusting it was, like, hey, yo, I'm trying to eat. But the main dude went so viral that it didn't matter. So even though it was like $300 per mil, he went 50 fucking million views, so it printed a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Because again, that visual hook doesn't convert, because when people see that, they don't think, oh, should I need that? They think, what the fuck am I watching? That's disgusting. You know what I mean? And the comments would reflect into that, because of the fact that, again, when you show a visual hook like that, the controversy is so high to where the product, it takes away from the actual problem solving issue of the product. But that is why the product made so much money, because that visual hook went hella viral. The visual hook is so nasty and disgusting that it did fucking 100 million views, 50 to 100 million views, and so the nigga printed a 40K month or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? That is what I mean. You take AI and you basically emphasize a problem using AI, and the problem is the wow factor. Okay, so right now I'm on my burner account. This is my Instagram burner. This account I made so long ago. But what we're gonna do is I'm gonna spend about 10 minutes, just a quick 5 to 10 minutes. I'm gonna scroll. I'm gonna look for like 2 to 3 products that match the criteria, the 2 criteria I was talking about, and what my mindset is when I look at these products for AI. So yeah, let's get to it.
Why are you staring at us? I'm just asking for one thing.
Okay, so he's running anime jackets, right? Okay, so let's get to it when it comes to anime jackets. Now, when it comes to anime jackets, one of the biggest things is that this product actually has a use case. It's a jacket, right? So this is obviously an AI emotional type of product, right? These products are AI emotional type products that when you go look at them, you just kind of like, okay, well, this product, he's marketing as handmade, obviously, right? So with these products, the biggest thing is that this product has a use case, right? It's a jacket. So it has something that people will wear. It's fashion. Fashion is what? Fashion has a reoccurring use case, okay? So, and then it's also what? Super, super niche down. So with these products, like I said, these are products that you emphasize the wow factor using AI. So this product wouldn't have the same wow factor that it has, but because he's emphasizing the wow factor using AI, because he's marketing as handmade, which gives it extremely high perceived value, that is what makes this product, go viral and also probably convert decently. The only thing with anime niche that you need to take consideration is that with the anime niche always typically ends up getting bad targeting if you don't do it right. But the anime niche is still a already proven winning niche. So I'll go look. Is he still actively posting? Okay, he just posted 2 hours ago. So I'm criterion. He just posted 2 hours ago. He's still actively posting. Let's see. Let me scroll. And then we're looking at the view to comment ratio. So he did 116K views, 2,000 comments, bro. So the view to comment ratio is there, bro. It is proven to actually go like he has an insane view to comment ratio, bro. So because of that fact, he has an insane view to comment ratio. This tells me there's a higher chance of this converting. Now we want to look at what the comments are saying. I love it. I love it. You're awesome. Yeah, man, don't give up. I love it. Now the only thing that's really that's really like striking is that the fact that whatchamacallit, now nobody's really asking where to buy. They're just saying that they love them. That is a bad red flag because you want to see people asking where to buy. Do you do custom orders? I love them. Can I buy one for you? Keep up the hard work. I love your jacket. It's like a lot of people are saying they love them, but they're not asking where to buy. So that is a big red flag because you want to ask them, make sure the people actually are asking for the product and they're not like feeling bad for you, especially for concepts like this. But what I will say is that the video that only has 118K views and he did 2,000 comments. So because of that fact, this is a product where I would save, and this is a potential product that can make a lot of money because one, it's proven to go viral, two, it's in a niche down audience, and three, it actually has a use case that you emphasize more when using AI because now you're giving the product a higher perceived value, which you could also go and sell it for $80. You've only $80, $90, $100 because a jacket has a high perceived value because now you're marketing it as handmade, so now you're competing with all these big, super big brands. You feel what I'm saying? So, proven to go viral, has a good use case. This is a product I would say, bro. It's a decent, solid product. Look at his website. He doesn't have small. So yeah, okay. I'm gonna scroll past any product that's not AI only because of the fact that this is for AI video. So this is just the crochet bags. I talked about this already. Down syndrome angle is what gives it the wow factor to actually be able to go hella viral. Now this product, I'm like 90% sure this product doesn't convert. Yeah, he dropped it too. Like when you see it, when you're scrolling the burner and you're looking at a product, always make sure that you're actively going and looking at, like, seeing if they're still actively posting, because if they're not actively posting, nigga, don't even hop on it. There's a reason why they dropped it. You feel what I'm saying? But overall, it matches the criteria, but the issue is that the audience itself wouldn't want to buy it. Like, if you go look at the comments, first of all, 60K views, only 27 comments. That's bad view to comment ratio. I talk about this in my YouTube videos. If you do 60 to 100K views, you want to have 6 to 100 comments. But a lot of people are like, there's not enough demand in the comments for me to actually want to go and like run a product like this. I think this is the... No, he's actually filming for that. This is a product, okay, he's using AI, emphasizing the wow factor. Now, I already know about this product. Bro, this product doesn't convert. Bro, 100K views, 15 comments. That's too low of a view to comment ratio for this type of product, because this product is a niche down product. So now that I identified this is a product that's what niche down, this product doesn't need to, this product's most likely not going to do 50 million views, 10 million views, because it's a niche down product. When you see products like these, you immediately know that this product isn't niche down enough to where it's like, okay, well, this product probably isn't going to print or isn't going to go hella viral. So this product needs to convert hella high, because if you do 4 million views with a 5 to 10K from a product, you make 20 to 50K. But if you do a fucking, like, it's just $500 per mil, 1K per mil, you only 4 million views, you only make 4K. That's not worth running. This product, just by the view to comment ratio alone, I can tell this product's lower converting, bro. Like, bro, 89K views, 40 comments. That's not enough. It needs to be again, 100K views, 60 to 100 comments minimum. Taylor Swift resin lamps, no. This is a lower converting ad format, but no. Another anime jackets. Let's see what this is. So he's doing American flag. He just started running it. So I really don't know to keep. The only thing about this product is that it doesn't really have like a crazy wow factor because it's just an American flag. You know what I mean? And I don't really know no proof of concept. But what I would do is I would go see if there's proof of concept. But this is something I would run. It doesn't have a high enough use case. Again, crochet bags. Okay, so this is a product where they used AI to actually emphasize the wow factor. So what they were doing is they were marketing as babies who cry a lot when they're on the plant, right? So boom, it has a very, very big issue, a problem solved, right? And then the audience is mothers. So the mothers is actually a passionate audience and a passionate niche that's more niche down to where our parents. So this is a more niche down niche that actually would be able to convert, 2-3K per mil. You know what I mean? Because why? It's more niche down, but it's still hella big. So this is one of those niches that are good because they're hella niche down and they're also hella huge, bro. But the thing about this product is that this product converts 2-3K per month, I'm pretty sure around there, and it actually has a good use case. As you can see, they're using AI to actually go and emphasize the problem. This product is literally all AI, where they're showing a kid who's crying in the beginning, and then after they show the problem, they show the solution. Because I know this is a decent problem or a decently big problem in the space people who fly planes, but babies always crying. So this problem solves the issue of the baby crying and soothes them down, so when they're on the plane, her head's not hurting to where they're crying. So it has a problem, a real problem that they're taking and doing a solution with, and why it's making money. A real problem, emphasizing the problem with the solution using AI. It is in a good audience that actually does well. And then then in the good audience that actually does well, the only reason I'm saying I know this product is good because I know this product makes money. And then also they're going consistently viral. 2 million views, 1 million views, 3 million views. We scroll down even more. 93K. They're damn near averaging fucking 50 to 100K views on top of 1 million views almost every couple videos. This overall is a solid product that I don't think this is a 50K month product because I don't see it going viral enough because the problem isn't that big of an issue to where it can do 50 million views, but it's a decent product that can make a 10K month, possibly even if someone probably made a 20K month with this product because they're going viral enough. Hunting resin lamps. So I talk about the resin lamps. Passionate audience, and it actually looks custom handmade to where even though the use case of a resin lamp isn't high, it's a lamp, so it's something that they can use for light and then also for wall decor. So it has a decent recurring use case on top of the wow factor. You can emphasize the wow factor because you can market it as handmade, and it actually each resin looks custom. Now the issue with the hunting niche is that the hunting niche, every product in the hunting niche, like you can't do 2, 3, 4 million views. So this got to go to my experiment. The hunting niche, every time I see somebody run a product in the hunting niche, they struggle with doing, at least 1 million views. So that tells me that this audience is a harder audience to actually go viral. That's why I wouldn't test this product, because this product is harder to go viral. And even though it's a high converting product that converts 5 to 10K per mil, if you can't touch 2, 3, 4 million views, I'm not going to run it. That's why I wouldn't hop on this product. So this product, they're basically using AI to emphasize the issue with nose jobs. Still actively posting. So the reason why I wouldn't hop on this product is because they're just not going viral enough. Like yes, their AI is mid, but bro, 200K views. Oh, another thing. Bro, do not ever be fooled by the view to comment ratio for these products, bro. Bro, these products will have a fucking 100K views and 500 comments. But then, remember, every single person who runs these products uses ManyChat. What is ManyChat? So when you use ManyChat, basically what it does is that when you say in the caption, comment the word this, and I'll send you the link, ManyChat basically goes and automatically sends the link to the people who comment that word. And it basically makes it look like it has a shit ton of demand, when in all reality you have to cut that in half because of the fact that they're replying to every single fucking comment. Now, so they really did They really did 200K views and probably did like 200 comments. So, now, yeah, that was just a couple examples, a quick burner scroll of like showing you guys what my thought process was when I actually look for these products, bro. And I genuinely hope this video helps you guys out, bro. Yeah, bro, that's really it. I just want to give you guys as much free value as possible and allow you guys to actually make money. You feel what I'm saying? If you guys want to work with me, you guys want to work with me. So if you guys do want to work with me one-on-one, you can DM me the word organic in the link in my bio, and the link in the description to my Instagram. DM me the word organic if you guys want to work with me one-on-one. We can talk about it, bro. We have hella case studies in there, and I'm about to do another case study. My student just did a 55K week, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, again, appreciate you guys watching this video. Catch you guys in the next one, and comment the word hood in the fucking comment section, man. Let's get to it. TTP on top and